So with the introduction of Ra's al Ghul this season, it's kind of a two-part question. When can we expect to see him, and how does he kind of set up the rest of the season and maybe even for season 4?
It's a great way to end the season, to have like the arch villain, and to have an origin story as to what brought him to Gotham and why. It's going to propel us hopefully into season 4, where his agenda, his frightening agenda, is made clear. But it was just something that we wanted to end the season. We did want it to be a surprise, but when they say those casting things, it's like it's gone. But it's learning what his connection to the courthouse was, and what stage the League of Shadows are in at this point.
So it's shadows in this universe, not assassins.
It's very much this universe.
My friend PJ Scott directed how the Riddler got his name.
Oh right, yeah, cool.
So the new that's coming up, the first episode. Talk about the Riddler getting the costume. Does that come naturally? I mean, how the green? How do you?
Yeah, I mean, what we've done again, we love on this show going behind the origins and then go really slowly. So everything he's been wearing up until this point is like, if you look at the genesis of that character when he was working at GCPD to now, we've been like slowly dressing him differently, doing his hair differently, and Corey's been really good at finding his confidence and finding the wicked nature of himself, finding the violence, finding the determination and the drive. So it's not suddenly he's something else. He just calls himself by another name. It's his rebirthing. It's almost organic at this point.
I like that.
You mentioned it a little bit in the panel about the process of bringing in the villains. Can you talk a little bit more about that? About how you bring in the old ones and the new ones, and how you kind of finalize who you're going to bring into the series?
All right, yeah. No, I mean, more than anything else, our characters in the show, I mean, everybody needs an arc. Everybody needs a journey and a mission for that season. So if you think of a theme for each of our seasons, it's been driven by the fact that Jim Gordon needs to do this, Bruce Wayne then needs to do this, and we start merging our characters. But organically out of that again, what emerges is that in order to tell all those many stories, one big story needs to glue it together, and that's where we go. Would it be a great story to glue all this together? This season it was more Riddler than anything else, but also bringing Jerome back, and also Manhattan really found a way for us to find a way around the season. Season 4, it was a question of going back in time and picking up something that we began the origins of that been left, and also having Ra's now is just kind of it's somebody that they can all connect with, somebody who can find a way to manipulate all of them together.
What can you tease about the finale for this season? Is it an action pack? Is it a cliffhanger?
The finale for the season is a two-parter. If Fox keep the word, which I'm sure they will. It's a two-parter which talks about the destruction of the potential destruction of Gotham, and why that brings Ra's into town, it's incredibly action. First half more than the second half, but only because something that's put into play by the courthouse plays out. It affects the entire city. It affects some of our key characters. It's definitely one of the most nail-biting, edge of your seat kind of almost destroying lead character type endings that we've done.
I believe it was one of your colleagues, John Stevens. He teased in an interview a few months ago that we might see Harley in the season finale, and Aaron teased something at the panel that she may have to read some more comics by the end.
I think what we did with Jerome was we basically said, how can we create a city? Our job is to set Gotham up as a place where Batman will be needed one day. And therefore, when we did Jerome, what we did was we were like, what if a character who took on that same anarchic kind of chaotic sense of chaos that Jerome did, that the Joker did, and sets a tone for Gotham. We're doing the same thing with Barbara, as in, like, if we take her to the very edge of what that character, the sanity of that character, what would emerge afterwards? So that we're going to explore that also.
So maybe she is Harley.
I can't say. I get in so much trouble if I say this.